All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate everybody coming today on this historic occasion. So I'm Dan Bell, the mayor, and I want to recognize the Taylor Mill Commission. Mark Kronborg standing over there. Rose Merritt somewhere. Raise your hand, Rosie. Carolyn Braden and Danny Murray. Those are the commission. And the commission is dedicated to making Taylor Mill a great place to live, as you know, and we're trying to make this firehouse as one of the reasons why it is a great place to live, because it provides a service that everybody in this standing here needs. We need ambulance, police, and fire service. We also want to thank our police department as well and our fire department. So I want to also take a minute to say that we had a committee to do this, and the committee was made up of Ed Keeney, it was made up of Danny Murray, it was made up of our last fire chief, General Fernbach, and our current fire chief. And these guys were pretty brutal on making sure that this firehouse was what it was supposed to be and what was needed, not what was not needed. So we got something that we need here, not something that is an elaborate thing. So this is a real chapter in Taylor Mill's history. I went back and did a little research, and there was in 1947, there was a committee put together. There was people by the name of Miller, there was all kinds of people, and they canvassed money from house to collect money to start and buy equipment for the Taylor Mill Fire Department. That's how far back this goes. And as Mark Kronborg has mentioned many times, this is a real community, volunteer-driven community, and that was rightfully so. We've moved on. There's not as many volunteers as there used to be. We now have a fully paid fire department. And we have an opportunity here to grow our city. A lot of people don't know this. We just reached the 7,115 people now live in the city of Taylor Mill, which is quite a growth spurt we're having. But the hard work and the dedication of many of the people, the volunteers over the years, are the reason why we're here today and why this building is still here today. So I appreciate the fact that the first chief ever, by the way, was a guy named Ted Free. And I want to say that all the chiefs preceding that, guy I went to high school with, Bill Vogopol. I know we have one of our Dennis Halpins here. We have we have General Fernbach. So these are guys that have dedicated their life to the service of the city of Taylor Mill. So I also have to mention that Taylor Mill had a group of ladies over the years, volunteer ladies by the name of Rita Hassler, and many, many other names that I don't know or can't say all their names, who are also responsible for the way this city has grown and the way it's taking care of its residents through the services that we provide. So thanks to all those people as well. So the new fire chief is really dedicated to all those volunteers, all those people who were so graciously gave their time and service to our community. And we certainly always honor them. And in fact, if you go up to our park, you'll see an honor to those volunteers in the park right now as we speak. And that thanks to another committee who was able to see that through. So having said that, I want to bring up Brian Lynch, our current fire chief. So Brian, can you? Right here. Oh, there you are in the back. So you want to say a few words, Brian?
Sure. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, citizens of Taylor Mill, City Commissioners, CO Haney, Mayor Bell, and the dedicated firefighters. Today marks a significant milestone in our community and safety and resilience as we gather here for the ribbon cutting ceremony of our new firehouse. First and foremost, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who contributed to the making of this project a reality. From the planning stages of the construction to that played a role in ensuring that our community is better protected and prepared for emergencies. The firehouse symbolizes more than just a building. It represents our collective commitment to safety, preparedness, and community service. It is a testament to the hard work, dedication, and courage of our firefighters who risk their lives daily to safeguard us all. The new facility will enhance our ability to respond swiftly and effectively to emergencies, ultimately saving lives and property. As we cut the ribbon today, we not only are inaugurating a new structure, but also reaffirming our pledge to support of the fire department and to foster a safer environment for everyone. This firehouse will serve as a hub for training, coordination, community engagement, strengthening the bonds that hold us all together. I would like to thank the city officials, architects, construction teams, and all the stakeholders involved in this project. Your dedication and professionalism has been instrumental in bringing us the vision to life. In closing, I invite everyone to celebrate this achievement and look forward to the future where our community continues to grow stronger, safer, and more united. So let's cut that ribbon, symbolizing a new chapter in our community.
So there is one more special guest in the fire area I'd like to have say a few words, because he was here during all the committee work and bringing together what you will see in this. So General, will you mind coming up and saying a couple words about the new firehouse? General Fernbach, our former fire chief.
Thank you, everybody. Good afternoon, and thank you all for coming. I'm just happy to be here. Okay, is that better? Stand closer. Okay. Is that better? Okay, there you go, Tanya. Always got to try to be the center of attention, don't you? Got to ruin everything. This is a huge milestone for the city. I want to thank the commissioners and the citizens for the support for this to be here today. This is a big improvement over the living conditions that have been going on for a while. But I can't thank the commissioners and the citizens for the support for what we have today. And this is going to be a good thing for all of the firefighters that are here now and the community, something to be very proud of. The men and women come live here every third day for 24 hours. It's their home, and now they can be proud of where they come home to. And you know, this is the kind of facility that Taylor Mill deserves. So I can't say enough good things about that. From the beginning of it throughout this, getting to see it finalized is a pretty amazing thing, in my opinion. So, but you know, I thank Mayor Bell and the commissioners and everybody else, and it's been great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, General.
You're welcome.
The General had to retire due to some medical reasons, so we hope he does well in the future. Is Terry Foster here? Terry Foster is going to give us a little, hopefully short preview of what the volunteerisms were. Come on, Terry.
I can't. I didn't know. I'm just going to yell.
It's a whole lot easier.
It is. Actually, a lot of families in Taylor Mill, I can't name them all, were initially volunteers with this fire department, including Rita. And when they needed the fire department, they called this little grocery across the street and intercepted the calls. And then they called each one of us at our house to respond. And if there was a fire, they set off the fire siren, and the firemen knew to come up here and stuff. So it's neat to see this. I know there was some controversy about building it, but you know, I just hope that I think to see the end result means a whole lot. And I hope that, you know, the people that work here are blessed when they work here, and that they're safe in the duties that they perform. So thank you.
All right. Our lifetime volunteer, Rita Hassler. Rita, come on up.
Go ahead. Yeah.
The Taylor Mill Fire Department was organized in 1966. Location was Hans Pike and in 1961, the two groups split. The Oak Ridge stayed in their location, and Taylor Mill came here to Taylor Mill, and they were placed in two garages, which are now the Taylor Mill Police Departments. In May of 1961, the fire department, one of their first equipment was from Covington, and it was a pumper for $1,000. That's what they paid for a pumper for here. Their first life squad was a 1946 Pontiac station wagon, and the only medication that was used was an O2 tank, and you could not stand up. And there was a very long-term resident, and several other people are here that know her. She lived near Taylor Mill. She called me up and she says, I have very, very fond, many memories with her husband riding in this station wagon and making life and fire squad runs. So we owe that lady a big commitment for her thing. Funding was needed, and each fireman paid a $2 a year fee. And the firemen and life squad members went from house to house collecting $7 from each household. The ladies' auxiliary, after much discussion, the women were tall, but they had a purpose, and they were in charge of finding funding for the department and how to use that funding. But you know, things are hard sometimes to find funding. But these ladies decided they would put a mortgage loan on their own property that they would be able to buy a life squad for the city of Taylor Mill. So all of those ladies of the auxiliary need a great big thank you. And if any of you are family of them, we thank all of you for being part of that group of women. The funds were used for the squad fire department. In 1975, the department bought a First Jaws of Life rescue tool, which was purchased at the cost of $6,000. At that time, this was one of 3 type of tools in northern Kentucky. And I will not repeat this one. H&H Market across the street took our phone calls. And they deserve a big thank you for their many hours of dedication. But in 1973, the department bought 50 Electron home monitors were purchased by the members here at the department. And you could carry that around with you. And later in 1973, the department switched to its radio frequency to the police headquarters, Denton County Police Headquarters. And we could receive a life squad or fire call on the platform. And every Monday night was training, fire squad, volunteers covered Scott High School for their football games. And as a volunteer, and later the group was paid for some football games. The squad is I may get this right, is an F550 Ford 2016 Mercury bus. The department has a full-time staff with medics, AOS medications, EKG equipment, a monitor that covers all the vitals, and there is a device that does the chest compressions. This frees up for the medics to review vitals and adjust medications. Actually, our squad of today is a small emergency room with a lot of medical equipment, and we need to give a big thank you to all the citizens of Taylor Mill that have made this a big day.
Thank you, Rita. So, today by having Terry and Rita and talk about the past is that this new firehouse is really the future, but it also is a reflection and recognition of the past. And we must always remember that. And I appreciate everybody coming today. Now we're going to do the ribbon cutting. So Brian, can you get the, where's Brian at? And then we're going to have Chief Lynch and Chief Fernbach. You would help us cut the ribbon, sir? And I'd like to have the commission come up here as well, please, and surround the, thank you. Come on, Rosie, we want you over here.
Whoa, easy. Just a little snip.
Come on, Dan, go. Come on. We're going to have a photo here. We want to put this. All right, so we're going to do this on 3. Ready? Yes, sir. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you all.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, now we're going to have a tour. If you'd like to go through the firehouse, take a look at the rooms and the accommodations and all the things that we have set up in there, please start going through. I think the chief will have some of his staff. If you have any questions, just ask one of the firemen.
Yeah, we have guys positioned around. If you have questions, ask one of the guys in uniform. We have people standing around. If you have any questions, ask the guys in uniform. They'll be able to do it. Anybody except for general.